Where is that song from? Oh fuck. Okay, that hurt my ears. All right. I got the forest in because I just found out that that I could do VR but in the forest. So also I forgot that I put my camera over there instead of over here. That was because I wanted to do rotoscoping, but now I found out that I can put it just right there and everything will be great. So yeah. I can take some well, that's something I can take off my what's it called? Take off my wish list for Amazon. I need to clean my monitor. It's not really inherently dirty. It's just like whenever I've opened my can, like a can of soda, some of the soda kind of like sprays onto it, and it's not everywhere. It's in like two places. I say two. I probably only knows two, but it just slightly bothers me. Doo da doo da. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba. Or am I again? Oh, okay. So right now, what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and prep for is I don't really need to prep for really anything except for the acid lab. Now I know what Merrick told me last night that I don't need to do it because the supplies are already because the products are already full. However, the supplies are not. I keep looking over at here where my second monitor where my camera used to be. It's over here now. I'm not remembering too much. Let's go. Well, first things first, I do. You know what? No, we're just gonna go and. At first, I thought it would be funny to just like copy him, but do the exact opposite. But the more I think about it, the more kind of creepy I feel whenever I. The more creepy I feel whenever I do it. Whenever I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh, it would be so funny to do this. But then I think about it more, and it's like, I don't think I do. There are a lot of things that I do where in my mind it's like it sounds better when I think about it, but then in practice it doesn't work. But in practice it doesn't work. Fucking itch. Moving this back. Moving this back. I'm getting way too confused. There. There, that's better. That's much better. I should probably go and check to see how much heat I got on So everyone needs to do this like 2 more times. Also, I started working on an animation yesterday. Krita is kind of new to me when it comes to animation. So because of this, I'm not really too familiar. I've animated in Photoshop, but not here. Not in Krita. So I why is it all the way over there? It was right here last time. It's gonna be up there, isn't it? No, it's right over here. Here's the thing. I quite like my face cam being in the corner. I know I could put it like up at the top, but 2 reasons. One, I have that watermark on my computer that will not go away unless I activate Windows, and the only way to do that is if I buy the thing, which costs like $200. But then there's also the but then a guy at Bible study told me about this stuff. By the way, to those of you that don't know, when I say Bible study, sometimes I say college group, they're both the same thing. They're both the same thing. They're both the college group and both Bible study. Okay, so one of them told me about this website I can go to that would help me with that. And honestly, I wanted to do that, but I didn't really know how to do it, and it was on my phone, and I was like, I don't want to do this on my phone, I want to do this on my computer. There are things that I prefer doing on my computer that I prefer doing on my computer than doing in person, and there are things that I prefer doing in person than doing on the computer. I'll get back to that. But yeah, but the second reason why I have my face cam just like all the way down here is because, well, I kind of like it there. It just doesn't, it feels natural, it feels nice. If I have like in the top corners, any of the top corners, then it kind of feels like I'm just floating. I don't really like that. Anyway, back to the things that I prefer like to do online and in person. There are things that I'll prefer to do on my computer, and things I'll prefer to do on my phone. There are things I prefer to do in person than to do online. For example, I prefer, whenever I'm going to get a job, I prefer to go to the person in person. I prefer to apply in person, not online. Reason is because, one, it feels like I get to know the place better if I do it in person. If I go to the person, I can ask some questions, be like, so what's the average payment here? What's the experience like here? If you're doing online, it's just straight to the point. Now, my family might be listening to this and being like, well, if you like to get asked questions, then why is it that whenever we ask questions, you don't want to do anything? It's because usually at those times, I'm trying to get something done. I just want to get it done and be over with it because I just don't want to be there. And I'm over here like, I don't We don't need to be here. I don't want to, I don't want to, I just want to go home. I want to get this over with. I want to have it out of my mind for quite some time. Like, for example, going to apply for college, that I prefer to do in person, but I prefer to do that one by myself because it's already horrible to do as it is. I don't need to be there with other people who are just going to be like, okay, well, now let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. And it's like, I know where to go. It tells me right here. I know where the thing is. I know where the place is. I think I see where I'm supposed to go. All right, what's this? Let's go. I know. Just let me concentrate. Bye, bitches. Anyway, that one, I just, it's already hard enough to do it as it is. I just prefer just to go do it. Maybe figure out where I'm supposed to go. Maybe figure out where I'm supposed to go for those classes. But the reason why is because, look, I understand my dad's thought process in it. Like, okay, well, let's go and figure out the books. Let's go and figure out the books. Let's go and get you your books that you need for the class. Okay, that makes sense. However, he was told like about 10 to 20 times by the people that were in that ran that class, saying you can't get the books until the semester starts, until the class starts. You cannot get them until then. And he's like, oh, okay. And then immediately takes me down to the book room and he's like, hey, we need to get the book for this semester. You can't get it for this semester until the semester starts. Okay. And he takes me to the dean's office. It's like, you were told 10 to 20 times that you can't get the books. But yet you're determined to get it. Like, I don't understand why it is that you're told all this time, and not to mention that he like where all I want to do is like, yeah, sure, it's nice to explore the campus, but I can do that while I'm in school. I can do that while I'm in school. When I get to school, when I'm done with class, all of that. All of that. I can do that when I'm like before I go to class and after I'm done with class. I can do that. I don't understand. Okay, well, I can't get out of cinematic mode. I can't get out of this mode. So I'm just gonna go by myself today. And the problem with it is that no matter how many times I'll tell him, no matter how many times I'll tell anybody, hey, we don't need to do this. We were just told we can't get it. We can't get the things that you want to get until the semester starts. We can't get it until it starts. No matter how many times you tell him that, he's still gonna be like, "Oh, let's go and check anyway." Like, you were just told by the very people you're supposed to get it from, saying you can't get it until then. Like, yes, things have changed since you were in college. However, there are many things that stayed the same. Like the school system. Seriously, school from 150 years ago versus school from today has not changed. In fact, I think it's gone backwards. Like, there are a lot of things that annoy me. I try not to say it at the time. I'll try and complain about it to, like, someone else. But, like, I don't really like to complain about things at the time. Someone's gonna be like, "Well, you're complaining right now." Well, yeah, it's not at the time. It's not at the time. I'm complaining about it after the fact. Before anything else happens again. Okay, we're gonna go and see how much did that give me? Also, I probably should have like sped up the what's it called, the production rate. There was this one kid in my class that I knew that, well, after a bit we well, not personally that much. Like, we knew each other personally, like, back in elementary school, but I knew him in elementary, middle, and high school. And he was a very nice kid. I want to preface this by saying, very nice kid, very smart, really good at what he did. All right? Was very nice, very smart, tried his best to not be annoying to anybody. I want to preface this by this, okay? Very nice. I want to preface this by saying that I know that he was a nice person, all right? I know that he was a nice person, and I know that what he was doing could not, like, he wasn't doing it on purpose. That's just the way he was. Normally, usually when people try and use that excuse, "Oh, it's just how I am," I don't really take that as an excuse. This one was actually just how he was because of a certain deformity that he had. All right, he had a cleft lip. He was a very nice person. I want to really preface this because I know people are going to be like, "Did you really hate this person?" I did not hate him, all right? Very nice person, okay? Very nice. It was just the way he talked that kind of annoyed me every single time. I was like, every time he talked, I was like, he's answering a question. He's being very smart about this. He's doing great. But then there was a part of me that was like, "Please stop talking. I don't want to hear you speak." But I know that he was just a nice person. He meant well. And it was just a deformity. That was it. Anyway, back now onto a different topic of what I was saying, where I said, yes. Okay. I only have to do this like one more time. Then we're gonna go into, I probably should have done maybe the what's it called, maybe the tow truck business before this. That way I would have gotten a lot more. That way I can get a lot more money. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and collect is go and do tow truck business. Do both of them. Do both tow truck businesses. Do it twice. And then I'm gonna go and see how the popularity is going up on at the nightclub. 'Cause I remember it was actually pretty low last time I was here. Anyway, that is the with that kid. His name was Andrew. There were two Andrews I knew. This was not the Andrew I've talked about so much in the past. This was different. That was a different Andrew. That is like the only, probably like the very few times where I'm this, one of the very few times where I'm going to be completely fine with somebody, yeah, being the way that they are, because that's just how they are. And the reason why is because, well, it was deformity. All right. I'm not gonna get mad at you over deformity. I'm not gonna like be like, oh, you can't be like that because of deformity. No. However, there are times however, if you're over here saying that, oh, you were born on a month, I immediately I'm not gonna and I am doing my job. What is he shooting at me with? Give me like 2 shots. However, if you're saying, oh, well, it's just I'm sorry that I did this, but it's just who I am. That, and you say, oh, well, it's because I'm a insert birthstone here. That is not an excuse to be an asshole. All right. Okay, those are not like because you were born on a certain month. That is not a not a reason. Someone's gonna be like, oh, well, you sound like this thing, and it's like, I'm pretty sure that whatever you say, then I am. There's a good chance that I'm not. You're gonna get like you have like a 1 out of 12 chance by guessing correctly. And the reason why I say guessing is because here's the reason. People will say, oh, well, if you go onto this website, you'll figure out like what you are. And it's like, I'm gonna go on to every single website that you tell me to go on to, and each one, and I'm gonna go on to 5 of those websites that you're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna get 20 different answers. I'm gonna get 20 different answers from the 5 different websites that you told me to go to. I know this because back when I was in high school, I did exactly that. One said I was an Aries, one said I was a Scorpio, one said that I was a fucking asparagus. I don't even know how that got in there. Oh. One said I was asparagus. Once again, did not even know how that got in there. One said I was a Capricorn, which honestly, when I saw that, I thought it said unicorn. I thought it said unicorn. Second time I heard somebody say. First time I read the word Capricorn, I thought it said unicorn. Then somebody said the word, and I thought that they said ketocorn. That sounds like I'm making fun of it as a joke. 1, yes, I am making fun of it. 2, no, that's not a joke. I actually thought that they said that because I did not hear them correctly. Okay, I was about to say how, because it wasn't going up all the way. Okay, that's filled up. Good. Update check failed. For what? Oh. Why were you trying to update? Wait, hold on. What? Oh no, everything's still going fine. Okay, we're still good. Okay, well. What the fuck? Am I pressing? Am I pressing? Checking for. Okay, I think. Okay, that should be better now, right? I think it's better now. It should be better. I had to get out of the game. Oh, but how? Okay, good. How are you guys doing? I didn't real. I was going on an entire rant.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thanks for the follow. I was going on an entire rant. Fuck, what was I talking about? Shit. I don't know what's been happening. For some reason, like, audio all day. Audio has just been going out. No matter, like, for no reason whatsoever. I had to restart GoXLR. I had to restart to GoXLR. So let's hope that this is doing better. I'm just gonna do, like, maybe, like, a few more things. Then we're gonna... You may be muted or a phone call. But then I couldn't hear the game, so I figured something was wrong. Yeah, I didn't mute at all. I didn't, like, my phone is not even near me right now. Like, as I said, the oh, please work. Please sound game sound, please work. The game sound doesn't work. Is it not on here? Okay, there we go. Okay. No games. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Also, just so you know, I don't know why, but for some reason, YouTube latency is, like, almost immediate. Like, I can, like, you'll be able to see everything, but for some reason on Twitch, which is the primary streaming platform that I'm on, it takes 12 seconds. Like, the latency is 12 seconds. Like, I'll clap, and it'll take 12 seconds from when I clap to you seeing it. Like, you seeing me clap would be, like, about 12 seconds later. I don't know why. I need to fix that. So, I've been going on a rant this entire time. I didn't even realize that I wasn't, that no one could hear me. Yeah, I just looked over at, these two. Well, I'm gonna take a look at, at Twitch after this. Yeah, but I was going on, like, an entire rant of some stuff, and I don't remember what I was saying. There we go. Invite only server. What was I talking about? Oh no. But anyway, I do plan on, like, seeing if I can stream some games from VR headset, because I found out that I got some games that can do that. And one of them being the game The Break-In, which is a game that I've been wanting to, like, stream on VR for quite some time. The only problem I have with it is, for some reason, like, I had to calibrate everything. I had to, like, put everything to, like the right, I had to put, like, boundaries up. But for some reason, the break-in wouldn't figure out, like, where the boundaries were. So I had to, like, reset all the boundaries. And where before it looked like I was standing up, now, after I made all the boundaries, all of a sudden my head is, like, right at the floor, even if I'm standing up. So we're gonna go and see what we're... Let's go and go and steal a car. Let's go and steal a car. I keep hearing, like, I keep hearing, like, the Discord sound effect. I keep thinking, oh, yeah, someone's texting me. Nope. It's just two people talking to each other on a certain server. I need to make like an announcement saying that I'm gonna make like a video of me reacting to Discord memes on my Discord server. I need to do that. I kind of want to do that, but I also kind of don't at the same time. I don't know. Not many people go onto that server anyway, so or post really. Even if people go on there, they don't really post. Only recently there's a lot of people post. I should change the subject. What should I change it to? I can go back to talking about how like people talking about like they can't help it, it's their personality because they were born on a certain month is like one of like the worst excuses to be an asshole. I'm gonna go with this because I don't know what that means. Are you Yeah, I can spend 20,000.
Boss, hell of a car, and I got a hell of a lead on it too. We're going back to my ride or die, King Tiny. Yeah, the cops pulled him in again. Big charges. Something to do with getting busted out of jail in a perfectly executed heist. So I say we just do it again. He's gonna give us another OG gangster's car, bro. Yusuf's gonna love it.
Let's do this. We're just gonna do this, then we're gonna do the then we're gonna go and get two cars again, and then I think that's gonna be it. But yeah, what is it then I'm Oh yeah, I was talking about how some people just don't know how to drive in real life, and that's not just me being like, oh, I own the road, everyone should bow down to me. No, like as I was saying, like, because there was this one guy that was like going like at the speed of sound and was and just and almost crashed into like my neighbor's car because he decided not to stop. The guy that was driving at the speed of sound, not my neighbor. So there was that. My dad has a saying, or my dad has a thought process, and honestly, this is my thought process too, which is, you should not be going, like, the speed limit, like over the speed limit in the parking lot. In the parking lot, you're supposed to be going like not too slow, but not too fast. But there are people that are like, that will honk at you and get mad at you when you're backing out, when they clearly are just like, well, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can down the parking lot. No, you're supposed to go slowly to find a parking space. Okay, I think this is, no, it's over here. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, we're just gonna steal this car, and then either we're gonna steal this car and we're gonna be done, or perfect. There we go. So yeah, everything should be working.
Okay, I see the chopper in the footage. Sending you the location now.
Okay, here we go. Just need to finish this. I got some comment a while ago where I was on vacation, and I was and usually I don't really like it when we're just I started to not like it whenever like we're not doing anything. I constantly feel like we have to be doing something. I used to love just not doing anything, just being on my phone, but now I just feel guilty for being on my phone all day, so, and I don't really like doing that. But now I don't like it. Now I don't like not doing anything. Okay, so So now, so I made a video a while ago that like a long time ago I made the video, last year in fact. But so I made a video that was like, yeah, I don't really know what to do because the plans are like up in the air. We don't know what we're doing. And somebody made the comment saying, why don't you just get a job? And I'm like, I'm on vacation. But it was weird to me because, like, you assume that because I'm on the internet that I immediately don't have a job, which is weird to me. Not really something that bothers me because, like, I've gotten that comment before. Because, like, it was just something that... Okay, well, apparently I'm not connected anymore. But it just like, it confused me because it's like, do you assume that I just don't have a job just because I post on the internet? The amount of people that assume that people don't have jobs because like they post like on social media is way too high. I think we need to like tone that down. Okay. Steal this car and then we'll be done. Okay, and it's gonna be over here.
It's ready for some efficiency. Now, once we get that chopper, we'll see if we can find the pilot's key card and use it to get through the roof entrance at the police station. Pretty slick, right?
Here we go. Here we go.
I can't get your ride over there right now.
Fuck. Yes, you fucking can. After this, I'm gonna go back to rotoscoping I'm gonna go back to like rotoscope animation. I'm gonna go check that out, see what I need to do.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. I'll bring it to you.
Okay. Let's get back to our thing right here. Okay, I was about to say, how have I not got out of the area yet? Just steal this one car and then we'll be done. Maybe later tonight I don't think later tonight I don't think I'm going to stream, but I might make a video. So who knows?
I won't sugarcoat it. We're gonna need to get you some gear if you're going to survive this shit.
Okay, great. Let me just go do that. So I just thought of that video where it's like, yeah, the most useless backflip ever, and then it's just a Spider-Man game where it's a guy that's about to be kidnapped by what looks like the Green Goblin, And so he just decides to do a backflip to get out of the way. But instead, he just immediately gets kidnapped again while he's still in the air.
You got an issue with me? What's your problem?
Why are you jumping over this? I probably could turn off Discord.
You're done! You hear me?
Oh, if I could jump, that would be great. That's how you get rid of some of them. There we go. I don't think that at this point, sometimes I don't really think that it's me being bad at the game. Sometimes it's more of just the hitboxes in the game that make no sense. Like there's times where it's like I'm clearly hitting the person, but the game's like, nah. Okay. Bye, bitches. There are some things that people are like way too like overreactive about when it comes to stuff, and one of the things that I want to talk about is like pineapple on pizza. Like, yes, okay, I get it. It's not it's not a good thing. Like, a lot of people don't like it. They hate it. I grew up on it, so I'm okay with it. But the amount of people that just like they give you like the look of they're gonna kill you if you even so much as even put it on there is like way too high. Like, a lot of people enjoy stuff. Which brings me to the point of when people don't let you enjoy stuff because they don't enjoy it. It's like, just because you don't enjoy it does not mean that like other people should as well. You know, we talked about this in Bible study on Friday. Like the other day on Friday, when like I mentioned that because we're going through the book of Ecclesiastes, where it's the book of Solomon. He in the king of Israel at the time. He's talking about how meaningless everything is. And we go on to the fact of like, just because it's meaningless to you does not mean that it is meaningless to everyone else. Like, just because you can't find meaning in it, just because you can't find joy in it, does not mean other people will find joy. Like, that's what I never understood about like kids that were just like back when I was like elementary, middle, and high school. I didn't understand like why people could be like, oh, life is meaningless. You should be sad about it because there's no joy in it. It's like, just because you're not finding joy does not mean other people aren't. It's like, there's a lot of joy to be had in this world. A lot of fun stuff. People are like, well, it's gonna go away at some point. It's like, yeah, so enjoy it enjoy it while it lasts. When it's still here, yes, it's gonna go away. Just enjoy it so that way you can have nice memories. Because when you're over here just moping around saying, oh, nothing's fun, nothing brings joy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because it's not gonna bring me happiness. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna see how happy other people are and be like, well, how can they be happy when I'm not happy? Reason why is because you don't because any opportunity that comes around to give you happiness, you don't let it. You just push it away. And you're just sitting there moping around being like, oh, woe is me. And it's like people are gonna stop. You're doing this, on one hand, you're doing this for attention, and that attention is gonna go away because, because no matter what people are gonna do to help, humans will just decide, hey, I'm not gonna help you anymore because you just don't want my help.
Okay, so we need to get you a tough car for the getaway. Tougher than usual. I heard about the auto shop sitting on a lot.
Okay, so it's like right here.
You maniac!
But like, if you just sit there and not allow people to, or not allow happiness to come in, then you're just gonna sit there constantly sad, and then you're gonna be over here like, well, why am I so sad? You're sad because you don't. Because you won't allow yourself to be happy. Happiness is not something. Joy is not something that just comes in spontaneous. You have to allow yourself to be happy. When you only look for the bad stuff, sure, yeah, you're only gonna find the bad stuff. Yeah, you're only gonna find the bad. Of course, you're only gonna find the bad stuff when you only look for the bad stuff. But yeah, you're not gonna receive happiness if you just don't allow yourself to. You're not just gonna wake up one day and be like, I am so happy. You're not gonna be like that. No amount of worrying will change the future. No amount of anxiety will change the past, but every amount of gratitude changes the present. If I can run, that would be quite nice. You know, if I can... There we go. But yeah, back to what I said before. No amount of anxiety changes the past. No amount of worrying changes the future. But any amount of gratitude will always change the present. So just every day when you wake up, just be like, you know what? Let today be a new day. Let today be a new day. Thank God, thank the Lord for, and thank and praise the Lord for waking you up that day with breath in your lungs and being healthy. And even if you're not healthy that day, thank Him for waking you up with breath in your lungs and giving you a new day. And I assure you, you start doing that, and the days are all gonna start to seem a whole lot better. What are they barking at now? I'm starting to not like the fact that I'm going out of town so much. Like, look, I love going out of town, and I'm going, and trust me, the reason why I'm going out of town is actually because of church group. But the problem that I have with going out of town at this point is because I'm going out way too much.
I can't bring it right now, boss.
You most certainly can. You've done it before.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll get there as soon as I can.
I need to get myself like a water bottle. I have to do something really quick. Sorry. I don't know how to spell wheel, apparently. Sorry, I need to do something for, how the fuck do you spell convince? Okay, that's not how you spell convincing. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to do some stuff. Okay, so let's get back to the place, and we're gonna go and find one. How is this not leaving the area? But yeah, start looking for nice stuff. And when you do, start finding stuff that you enjoy. Things that genuinely make you smile. Genuinely make you smile. How did I not? Like, if you just go throughout the rest of your day looking at things that will make you smile, then yes, genuinely make you happy.
Solid choice with the 300R. Fast and sexy.
Like, just be happy. Just be happy. Just find stuff that makes you happy. Look for stuff that makes you happy. Yeah, doesn't even have to be like a big, like, complicated looking thing. I better not have to go in and steal another one.
I got a friend, I guess, over at Ammunition that's gonna set you up with some weapons. Now, we're aiming to do this non-lethal, but once you make it outside the police, you might need them.
I'll tell you one thing that does make me angry, though, is when people that will, like, here's the thing. I don't typically like to smile when I'm getting my picture taken. Yes, it doesn't mean I'm never gonna smile when I'm getting my picture taken. Yeah, there's some times when I will smile. However, whenever I'm told, hey, smile, I don't want to smile. I immediately am like, no, like, you've now taken away every reason that I had to smile. I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh. The thing is, like, I can show that I'm having a good time. I can show that I'm having a good time. I can just put a thumbs up showing, hey, I'm having a good time. I don't understand why people just can't understand that there are people that just do not smile in pictures. That they just don't want to smile in pictures. I don't like to smile in pictures. Is there a specific reason? No, I just don't like to do it. I just don't want to. I don't like it. It's just something that is just foreign to me. A foreign thing to me that doesn't seem like something that... It's not really something that's really much of a necessity to me. Come on, 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 come on. It's not something that it's like, it's a necessity, like you need to. And the thing about it is not just the fact of that people will be like, oh, and they don't understand the fact that I'm not smiling. As I said, it's not something that, like, to me, it's just more of... It's just something that it's like... That, I don't really like. I don't really like doing it. When I'm with my friends and when I'm playing games, Like somebody brought up, well, I see you smiling all the time while, like, with your friends, and it's like, yeah, because I'm having a genuinely good time. We're all having fun here. Every single person is having fun. This isn't fun. This is just a picture that we're taking. Like, yeah, we're having to remember, like, the good time that we're having, but this, like, yeah, sure, like, yeah, it's a good time, but, like, that's when we're having fun. Like, I am having a nice time here. Not having a fun time, but I'm having a nice time. Reason why someone's like, well, you don't have fun when you're with family? Well, it really depends on who I'm with. And even then, like, a good example, my mom's side of the family, whenever we have like a family gathering, this is the dynamic. This is the two sides of it. There is no in between. It's either adults that are old enough to drink and kids. So the problem with that is that I've tried getting, and the thing is, like I tried getting into sports. I tried doing that, but
Okay.
but the problem with it is, typically to me, I don't really have a big interest in it. Like, I listen to, like, Go My Favorite Sports Team. I would listen to that. I listen to that because they actually make it fun to understand. But when you're, like, with family, they don't really try and explain things to you. They're just like, oh, well, don't you see why they couldn't have done this? And it's like, no, I don't. And it's like, please explain it to me. Well, they could have done it this way. Okay, how could they have done it this way? By doing this. Okay, great. And it's like, I'm still not understanding. Please explain it to me in a way that I will understand. No. Like, explain it to me. Okay, it's kind of sounding like I'm being an asshole here, but and yes, I fully understand this. But let me explain this to you in this way. A sports knower, will be explaining it like as if they are explaining it to another person who also knows this sport. I, a non-sports knower, am asking them to please explain it to me in a way that I'm gonna understand. They're explaining it to me in a way that I don't understand. They're explaining it to me like as if I already know what they're talking about when I clearly do not. I'm really hoping that I'm getting through with talking about this. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't understand what's going on.
Hijo de puta!
Like, usually when I try and explain something to somebody, I'm trying to explain it in a way that they're gonna understand. But it's either they're talking about sports, they're talking about, some people are talking about their kids, or talking to people about, like, yeah, having kids is rough. And I'm over here like, I don't have kids. I'm still trying to figure out my own life. I can't even take care of that. What makes you think I can take care of someone else's? I don't ever really think that I'm ever gonna, like, settle down and have kids. However, I'm not opposed to the thought. I would much prefer to be by myself, but I'm not opposed to that thought. Here's the thing. It's either that, it's either talking about sports, talking about kids, or it's the kids that, or it's kids playing. I'm 22. I'm not gonna play with the kids. They scare me in just enough that the way that they are. Wait, I do want to see something. Are they okay? Looks like one of them is gone. The other one should not be too far behind. So I'm gonna go and do all this. I badly want to go and tell them to stop, but most likely they're just barking at nothing.
So, last night, I had a nightmare. We threw those gas grenades into the vents, right? But all the guards had masks on and didn't pass out. No, I'm not scared or anything, but let's just make sure they have as little equipment as possible, okay? I'm sending you the location of the LSPD lockup that just had a shipment dropped off. We'll find more of them after that.
Okay. So, and then there I am over there. That's just like, that's just on my phone, and everyone's like, well, how come he's not
Holy shit!
How's it going?
Okay. Oh shit! I only have 9 minutes to do this. But yeah, I'm over there on my phone just being like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna watch my own movie now. And it's like, I don't really have much to talk about when I'm with family like that. When I'm with my dad's side of the family, on the other hand, that I'm okay with doing because there's not really much about sports that's really talked about. But a lot of times they're talking about like they kind of like make it so that I kind of have to be involved with the conversation.
Hey, what the fuck? Don't make me take you.
Like, they kind of they make it so I have to, so that I would prefer to be in this conversation.
Officer has been hit. Ah! You're fucking with the wrong cop.
Oh. Connecting to chat. Was I not connected to chat before?
You take it down? Once you do, find the shipment schedule so we can locate the rest of their equipment.
Let's go.
Once you figure out where the other shipments are, destroy as many as you can. The less equipment they get to the police station, the easier this is going to be.
Here we go. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Continue going. 5 minutes left to do this. I can do this in 5 minutes. I want as little resistance as possible. I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts yesterday, and I came across that vegan teacher. I want to be completely honest. I honestly, and I don't mean any disrespect towards her. I thought that she was dead. I'm not joking. Like, cause there was a certain point where like I didn't hear about her for like the longest time. There were some people that were like, "Oh yeah, she's dead." And I was like, okay. Yes. So yeah, there are people that I just immediately assume that are just gone now. But it turns out that they're not. Okay, so so I still have some yeah.
Yo, that was great! Gonna be a lot easier without all their bullshit, am I right? Woo!
Originally today I was gonna go and sign up for next semester. And I've been trying to go and sign up for quite some time, but just things seem to be getting in the way. My parents now have my car. And I'm not able, and so I'm not gonna be able to do it today, so I'm gonna have to go and do it tomorrow.
It's time to roll, partner! I mean, boss. Start heading to Mission Row in that chopper. I'll call you once you're on your way. You do this kind of thing all the time, right? I mean, breaking into a police station, incapacitating a bunch of cops without killing them and starting World War III, breaking a dude out of the cells, and having him lead you to a unique car you want to steal. This is like normal for you,
Yeah,
right?
sure. We'll go with that.
Man, this car's gonna be the real shit. Seriously, when they write the history books on Los Santos gang life, there's gonna be a footnote saying we stole a piece of it.
If I can just figure out how to get there without dying, that would be great. Mike has been like really wanting us to play like Marvel Rivals, and look, I get it, but it's one of those. It's the thing that happens to that game is that it happened to so many games. It's the same thing that happens to so many games like that, where at first it starts off being like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is actually fun. But then you meet those people that just make it horrible to be.
Not sure how, but you know.
Horrible to play that game. Just and make it like what's the word?
Okay, you made it onto the roof.
I don't know how to
If you see
explain
any
it.
cops, incapacitate them before they see you. Remember, you've got a key card to get you through the entrance up there.
Ass.
Okay, throw a couple of gas grenades down into the vents, and most of the officers will knock right out so we don't have to shoot anyone. This is gonna be crazy!
I'd very much like it if I can just. Okay. Okay. And the thing is, it's like, it's like those games like that, where that used to be fun. The thing that made them not fun anymore is not the game itself, but the community behind it. The community that was like, yeah, nah, we want to make it so that no one is gonna have fun playing this game. Like, I don't remember. I don't know what the word is. What is the word? I can't remember. Horrible. Horrible to just play. It just does not feel fun anymore. Unbearable. Unbearable to play. That's the name.
We're stun guns only from here on out. I'm not doing 20 to life for a car, and they will shoot his ass if you start shooting. My homie is in a cell on the lower level, so start making your way down there. We'll find the cell key on the way. Give it up! You get the keys? Then get your crazy jailbreaking ass down to the basement and free my homie. Be careful though. The gas won't have made it down there, so the guards are still going to be conscious. You'll have to incapacitate them. Now once you get down to the cells, we got to get them open. I think a computer nearby should be able to override the security.
Hey, over here! You Jamal's partner? Then let's go, baby, let's go! Okay, I know the code to the back door. Let's move. I just gotta get to my chopper.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? King Tiny has a chopper, and that's his plan to get out of town. Podcast must be taking off for real. You just gotta get him to take off. Yo, those sirens are everywhere. Make sure you pick up your weapons once you get outside, just in case. Hurry up! Get in the getaway car. Steal something else. Whatever works. Just get Tiny over to his chopper in one piece.
to know about the car? Then I need to see that the cops aren't gonna catch us before we get to my chopper. Dumbass piece of shit! I'm the last thing you're ever gonna see!
You ain't got sense, God give a rock.
Holy shit! Chill!
Don't you start that thing!
I feel like this story is gonna make for the coolest podcast ever. Seriously, King Tiny's going to be dining out on this for the rest of his life.
Here we go.
All until he ends up in jail. Again.
You know, podcasts are great for when like if it's just like talking about life, that it's good. That would be like a good idea to go out of town, go on vacation, all that stuff, to go traveling. That would be a good idea to do that, because then you actually have stuff to talk about. When you have more people to be with, then that's even better, because then you guys can both talk about like what your experiences and all that stuff. This thing has no traction whatsoever. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Leaving the city behind right now. So gather around campfire sunlight and sing this song. And Kiki Waka.
What are you doing?
Got a smoke in my hair, mosquitoes in our underwear. This shower's broke, but we don't care. Kiki Waka. This is our home, away from home, away from home, away from home. Watch it back.
We fucking did it! I'm out of there! Woo! Hey, I got a split, but here's where you'll find the car.
This is our home away from home, away from home, away from home. But watch your back, I better just say my phone. Kiki waka, kiki waka. Kiki waka, kiki waka. Kiki waka, kiki waka. There's 104 days of a summer vacation. School comes along just to end it. So the annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Like maybe building a rocket, shut the fuck up across the Eiffel Tower. Running, discovering something that doesn't exist. Hey, or giving a monkey a shot, man, and now just surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots and locating Frankenstein's brain. Finding a dodo bird, painting a continent, or driving your sister insane. As you can see, there's a whole lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. You know, if you can... This game is so great, isn't it? I mean, there's really good times. It's really good to play at times. When you're playing with like two people, it's easy to like maintain because there's two people. Three people, it's okay to maintain because, well, that's the okay. It's okay to maintain because, well, there's three people. Four people, on the other hand, for some reason, the moment you get four, that's when everything is like, yeah, no. Okay, here we go. Hello? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. All right, I'm back. Here we go. Oh, I don't... If you could stop reloading! Okay.
We are actually the most epic motherfuckers in the city. Now, once you get back here with that car, and we get a guy to repair any damage, and my heart rate goes down.
You know, if cars could figure out how to not
Whatever you think.
crash into me, that would be great. Okay. Right.
See you on the flip side.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. We're gonna put some stuff away. Okay, got 14 million. I need 19 million to get everything. Yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. So let's read Psalms 2. Psalms 2. Why do the nations conspire, and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth take their stand, and the rulers gather together against the Lord, and against his anointed one. Let us break their chains, they say, and throw off their feathers. The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then he rebukes them in his anger, and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have installed my king of Zion, my holy hill. I will proclaim the decree of the Lord. He said to me, You are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possessions. You will rule them with an iron scepter. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise. Be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and you be destroyed in your way. For his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are all who take refuge in him. That was Psalms chapter 2. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to be it. I'll see you guys later. Maybe tonight. That's a hard maybe. Most likely not, but a hard maybe. I'll see you guys tonight. I'll see you guys then.